All right, guys, this next guest is a battle rap legend. Team Homi is in the building. I'm talking about the one and only Swave Sevah. Yo, Swave, how you doing, my bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain. Can't complain. Living life.
I hear you, man.
You know what I mean? How you doing?
Hey, man, I can't complain either. Any day above ground is a good one, right?
Any day we wake up. That's a fact.
Right.
It is freezing in New York right now. I tell you that, though. But other than that, I'm great.
Yeah.
It is freezing outside.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that storm, man, was no joke.
Yeah, I think they said we got another one. There's another one heading this way.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't even finished.
Typically, I like to cover your origin story first, but there's a lot of hot topics going on right now in the battle rap world. So I wanted to get your thoughts on those first, you know what I mean? And then we spin the block and go back to your origin story, man. So
whatever you want to do, I'm here for it. Whatever you want to do.
So recently, Smack came out and revealed why URL won't work with Eazy The Block Captain ever again. Did you see that on Hip Hop Is Real?
I saw it. I saw it.
What were your thoughts about that?
I knew, yeah, I kind of figured that would happen. I thought it would have been more of a conversation. I mean, I thought it would have been said already. But yeah, I understand. I understand how they feel. I understand everything that Smack said. I kind of get it. You know what I mean? And from that perspective, if I'm standing in Smack's shoes, why shouldn't he feel that way? You know what I mean? So yeah, like from the outside looking in, I understand Smack. Like I get him. I kind of agree.
In the past, like you felt like URL was trying to hold back Eazy's like bag, but now like you understand more of like why he felt the way they did, or like why they had a discrepancy.
Yeah, in the past, I understood Eazy's argument when he was talking about the YouTube viewership and how he didn't want to be stuck on the app. You know what I mean? He wanted his likeness to be seen more. And who wouldn't? So I kind of understood his argument as to why he would want more YouTube views and more YouTube push. And when his departure from URL first happened, I thought it was mainly over that issue of them not coming to a compromise of him getting his battles released on YouTube. You know, I understand why Smack doesn't drop on YouTube no more business-wise, but I could also understand as a battle rapper myself why you would want your battle or why you would prefer your battles to be dropped on YouTube, because, you know, more people view it. Like, not everybody got the app. You know what I mean? So I understood Eazy's argument. But somewhere down the line, it just turned into like Eazy just got stuck in his own head somewhere, and it just seemed like everybody he joined at one point, he was having issues with. You know what I mean? So after a while, if I'm being honest, it started looking like everything was kind of Eazy fault, or just Eazy, just the way Eazy move. You know what I mean? So, you know, I could see why a lot of people may feel betrayed by Eazy.
Right. And absolutely, you know, like in the era that we're in now, it's like everybody cares about convenience, right? Like if you on the Instagram app and you see like the news and they tell you click the link, a lot of people are too lazy to go click the link in the bio. They just want to see it in the app. They don't want to switch to another app, you know? So like for YouTube, if you're already on YouTube, it makes it so easy. You watching other stuff already. It's like you flipping the channel basically, instead of going to another completely different thing, you know, like got to put the DVD inside the player or something like that, you know, like I feel like that's how people feel when they want that, when you ask them to switch to a different app or pay for it, right?
And then let's not forget the fact that it's free. You know, you got to pay for a subscription on the app.
Right, exactly.
A lot of people may not want to pay that little monthly fee. I mean, a lot of people may not even have it. A lot of people, all they have is YouTube. And, you know, a lot of fans of battle rap, you know, ain't working. YouTube is what they do at home when they got some time, and they probably love watching battle rap. So, you know how many battles a lot of people miss that don't have the app?
Absolutely.
Like a lot of good name battles, like a lot of good, well talked about battles. Like a lot of people ain't catching those battles because they don't have the app.
Shit, even when they first did the caffeine thing, I felt like a lot of people missed out on some stuff, you know?
Now, the thing about caffeine, though, caffeine was also free. So if you caught it, the only thing about caffeine is when they played it. They ain't played no replays. You had to catch it on the app after that. So you had to be live and in tune where I was going down on caffeine to catch it. It's not like they're going to keep it up and you can go anytime and replay it.
Right,
you know what I mean?
but again though, it's like having to go to a different app. Like people care so much about convenience. They're just like, I don't even want to make the effort, you know?
Exactly.
So I think it really separates kind of like how big of a fan are you really? You know, like, are you willing to, or are you possible to pay the extra amount? Are you willing to go the extra mile to go out of your way to go support, you know? So that I felt like that was really the difference.
That's how you turn it on the fans. Like, are you really a fan?
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know, I mean, the app ain't really expensive. It's like $8 a month. Like, are you really a fan? Are you willing to pay $8 a month to help battle rap grow, to help URL grow as a brand so it can keep bringing you the battles you want to see? Or are you just one of them people that you just you love it when convenient?
Right.
It's convenient for you, so you love it.
Are you a casual viewer? You know?
Yeah,
and then
you know
also,
what I mean?
it's like, you got to look at it from a different perspective of like, look at all the years we gave you free stuff. Like, can't you, you know, do us a solid now?
We spoiled them.
Right.
We spoiled them, and now they just like, you know, a lot of people, some people understand, some people that business-minded, that know how this shit grow, that's ambitious, that want the same for themselves, they understand, you know? So you had to support it. Those are the people that went and got the app, you know what I mean? And then you got the people that just like, man, listen, y'all crazy, man, I ain't paying for that shit. You just got the stubborns, and those are the people that still get old shit on YouTube or something. They watching battles from other leagues that drop on YouTube, or they watch whenever URL decide they're going to drop something on YouTube, which is every so often now. You know what I mean? So they did wait for those.
But I feel like the situation with Eazy, it was kind of like when an artist signs a record deal. Like, you know, you agree to the terms, right? Whether it's right or wrong, like you can argue a lot of different things, you know, but like if you agree to those terms of like, I'm going to exclusively have my battles on this platform specifically, right? You know what you was kind of signing up for, or you should have at least had somebody read over that paperwork before you signed it, at least, you know? And I felt like that's kind of what happened with their situation. Like he wanted to get out of that, and you know, that's where the argument was like, oh, I'm already out of my contract. That, you know, URL was like, no, you still under contract, and then the whole thing just went to shit.
Yeah, that too. Like, them contracts is very tricky topic as well when it comes to these leagues and these battlers. You know what I mean? Because, you know, when I started battling, and there wasn't no exclusivity. I started on grind time, and there wasn't too many leagues like it is now. There's a whole bunch of leagues now, but in grind time, it was just like grind time, and it was like URL wasn't even around when I started. You know what I mean? Grind time was really mainly it. And then you had KOTD jumped out, and then it was just like all these other little leagues. And then boom, URL, you know what I mean, blossomed and all that. But like grind time was the only one really kicking, doing it like that. So it was just like a blessing to be a part of that. And then when all the other leagues started blossoming, it was just like, oh, league owners would contact me, and if it made sense, I would do it. So then that's how I just started to bouncing around and all that. So it was never like a contract thing. It was always like, yo, you call me if I'm available. If it sounds good, I'm with it. You know what I mean? And then I guess the development of battle rappers came into play. Now leagues is claiming that they developed this talent and this artist because of us. This talent, this artist is known, and this artist's name got out there. So they claiming exclusivity rights to this talent. And then those contracts come out now.
Right.
I never had one of those contracts, but for the people who did decide to, you know what I mean? If you sign the contract, then you gotta abide by the contract. And a lot of people would breach, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but there are battle rappers that would breach in those contracts, which is make it wrong on their end. If you signed it, then you gotta go along with it, you know what I mean? Or negotiate it before you sign. And I think that's where I think a lot of people wasn't even reading they shit, to be real with you. They just thirsty for the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people wasn't even reading these contracts. That's why they think they could just move how they want to move once they get their money and they feel like, oh, I'm good. No, you're not good. Now you got to abide by to the, you know what I mean, the contract.
Yeah. You know, and there were the allegations that like Eazy was trying to poach artists from URL to appear on his own events and everything. And since then, though, Eazy has said that, you know, he's open to doing a URL event as long as the money is right. But Smack has said he can't trust somebody that only cares about the money.
Oh, yeah, well, I can't either. Like, I mean, if I'm being totally honest, bro, if I was smacking him, I wouldn't work with Eazy again, personally.
Right.
If I was on that side of things, the way everything transpired, I really wouldn't. You know what I mean? It would really have to be a very sit down at the table. Nah, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't, but we would have to talk. We would have to sit down like men and come to some kind of neutral agreement. Other than that, I wouldn't work with him.
And that's what Smack said too. He said that I'm not against having a conversation with him as a man,
Right.
but
that's man shit. That's
like
man
we
shit.
have to have that conversation first.
Yeah, that's man shit.
Yeah.
As a man, cause you feel you was wrong. So I can't continue to do business with somebody that I feel wrongly once. You know what I mean? That I can't trust business-wise. Why would I do business with somebody I can't trust business-wise? You understand me? So we gonna have to have that conversation first.
For sure.
It's a must.